Greetings, Sky Watchers, and welcome to the sky above us. I'm James Albury, and I'm your tour guide to the night sky. In this episode, I'm going to talk about a prominent but not often explored winter constellation. Which one am I talking about? Let me show you. Okay, we have our sky set for approximately 9 p.m. on March 15th facing west. Auriga the Charioteer is a pentagon-shaped constellation just north of Orion the Hunter. It's supposed to represent a chariot piloted by the mythical hero Erichthonius of Athens. According to legend, Erichthonius was the inventor of the four-horse chariot, and he used it in a battle with his nemesis Amphictyon. Winning this battle made Erichthonius ruler of Athens. Some people also say Auriga represents a goat herder with 3 tiny stars in Auriga representing baby goats. And in 1789, Hungarian astronomer Maximilian Hell took the stars of Auriga to make the now-defunct constellation Telescopium Herscheli, created in honor of William Herschel's discovery of the planet Uranus in 1781. To me, it looks like the Chrysler logo. But however you want to see Auriga, it's an easy constellation to find. Since you might be watching this episode at different times of the year, I'm going to show you 3 possible locations in the sky to spot it. If you want to see Auriga in the northeastern sky, go outside about an hour or so after sunset between the months of December and January, at around midnight between October and November, and before sunrise between August and September. If you want to see Auriga directly toward the north, go outside about an hour or so after sunset between the months of February and March, at around midnight between December and January, and before sunrise between October and November. And lastly, if you want to see Auriga in the northwestern sky, go outside about an hour or so after sunset between the months of April and May, at around midnight between February and March, and before sunrise between December and January. This apparent change in location during the year is caused by Earth's revolution around the Sun. To find Auriga, look for Orion the Hunter. Take the 2 westernmost bright stars, Rigel and Bellatrix, and draw a straight line northward, and you'll run into the 5 stars that make up Auriga. The brightest star in Auriga is Capella, and although Capella looks like a single star, it's actually a quadruple star system almost 43 light-years away from us. It contains 4 stars orbiting in 2 binary pairs. The stars in the first pair are giant yellow stars which orbit each other every 103 days. The second pair are 2 red dwarf stars that both orbit the yellow giants at a distance of over 10,000 astronomical units. 1 astronomical unit being the average distance between Earth and the Sun. Traveling counterclockwise from Capella around the Pentagon, we first have Menkalinnan, an eclipsing binary system with 2 white subgiant stars. Menkalinnan is 81 light-years away, and its name is derived from Arabic and means the shoulder of the charioteer. Mahassim is the next star, and it's 166 light-years away. Its name means wrist of the charioteer, and it's also a multiple star system. The primary star is a white star 5 times the radius of the Sun and over 3 times the Sun's mass. Elnath is the 3rd star in the Pentagon, and it's a common star shared with Taurus the Bull. Its name appropriately means the bull's horn, and is officially associated with Taurus the Bull. Elnath is a blue-white giant star 13 light-years from us, and it's over 700 times brighter than the Sun. The last star in the Pentagon is Hasala. Originally, the star was known as Kabdilinan, which means the ankle of the charioteer. The name Hasala was officially approved in 2016 by the International Astronomical Union, affectionately called the IAU by astronomers. Hasala is an orange giant star 490 light-years from us, and this star is so big its circumference is the same as the orbit of Mars. That makes Hasala over 127 times the radius of our almost 1.7 million kilometer wide Sun. Before we end this episode, I have to mention the kids. And no, not my kids, the kids. The kids are a group of 3 little stars next to Capella, and they form a little triangle. At the top we have Epsilon Aurigae, also known as Almaaz, and it's the furthest of the 3 stars at almost 2,000 light years away. At the bottom of the triangle we have Eta and Zeta Aurigae, named Hadus and Saklateni respectively. Hadus is 243 light years away, and Saklateni is 790 light years away. The name Saklateni was officially given to Zeta Aurigae by the IAU also in 2016. Alright my friends, head outside and look for Auriga the Charioteer and all its tongue-twisty star names. Before you go, visit our website, theskyaboveus.org. From there you can watch previous episodes, listen to the Sky Above Us podcast, get the Sky Above Us merchandise, and you can even ask me an astronomical question that I'll answer in a future episode. Pentagons in the sky are easy to find, provided you remember to keep looking up.